Okay, so let's not beat around the bush. This week's Payday 3 blog post has gone down like a lead balloon, and yeah, I can see why. But before we talk about all of that, I want to let you know about a giveaway that's currently running. For this month's Payday Community Day, PD Lucky and Seadog have got a bunch of codes for a variety of Payday 2 DLC and cosmetic packs, and they've kindly invited a bunch of other content creators to host giveaways within their own communities. So a massive thank you to both of them for inviting me to be a part of this Community Day giveaway. Now, I'm sure you're wondering how you enter this giveaway. Well, those of you who have subscribed to the channel and saw yesterday's community post will already know this because it's through the giveaway channel on my brand new Discord server, a link to which you can find in the description of this video as well as a pinned comment. So join the server, head over to the giveaway tabs for more information about the giveaway itself, and then stick around, come say hi. But anyway, that's enough positivity for today. Let's talk about Starbreeze kneecapping some fan favourite skills, shall we? Right, so it's Safi from the future here, and I recorded, edited, uploaded and scheduled this video well over 24 hours ago at this point, and we're now less than 3 hours away from the video itself going live, but I didn't really feel comfortable releasing the video without adding a segment like this. So while I'm sure it's obvious to most of you watching, I wanted to clarify that it's never okay to harass an individual developer about the content of the game they work on. Now, I thought long and hard about whether or not I should say that because I'm personally of the opinion that saying don't do XYZ has no chance of stopping people who were already going to do it from doing so, and only serves to put the thought of doing said thing into the minds of people who weren't even considering it. Because at the end of the day, while we all try to cultivate a wonderful and friendly community, and I really do believe at its core that's what the Payday community is, content creators in no way, shape or form control their audiences or have any right to. It's been rather upsetting to see the way that our game director Mio has been treated over the last few days. Regardless of your opinion on the upcoming changes, whether you think it's good or bad, at the end of the day it's quite sad to see how people have been treating Mio, and equally it's been rather disappointing to watch how some fellow Payday content creators have been treated. If you've been on Twitter or Reddit over the last few days, then you've likely seen the tweets. Starbreeze are a uniquely customer-facing company with streams and blog posts hosted and written by developers themselves, so I can understand why some people would think that it's acceptable to pass their feedback on directly to the developers through their personal social media profiles, but it's not. That really isn't acceptable, and I'd hate to see Starbreeze become more closed off from its community as a result of bad actors being disrespectful towards the team. There are official platforms to share your feedback, and even then, remember, it's the game and the decisions about its content that we're criticizing, not the individuals behind it. But of course, that's not to say that you can't give feedback when you are unhappy about something. With that said, I'm going to hand you back to the old me to give you my thoughts on what I really believe is going to be a negative change for the game. For those of you who don't know what the ammo funnel and replenish skills do, ammo funnel allows ammo pickups to instantly restock your magazine, reducing how often you need to reload, and replenish allows you to pick up ammo drops automatically when you take out an enemy. Now, Starbreeze have decided to address these skills because of how often they're used, which I think makes sense. They want to avoid certain skills becoming default pickups and promote build variety, which I completely understand. What I don't understand, however, is why they've gone about it the way they have. You see, replenish hasn't been changed at all. Ammo funnel, however, has been completely redesigned and 2 new skills are being added in an attempt to keep some of the original skills functionality, which, spoilers, they don't really do. So, ammo funnel, what does it do now? Well, for each shot you land on an enemy, you'll gain a 1% increased reload speed, which caps out at 60% and is reset when you either reload or swap weapons. The blog explains that this was a way to stop ammo funnel allowing players to completely bypass reloading, which for the record it wasn't really doing anyway. Ammo funnel requires the edge buff to be active, and so any self-respecting build with ammo funnel in it would need to maintain edge, and currently the best way to keep your edge up is through the combat reload skill, which incentivizes reloading. So I would say a skill that stops you from having to reload, requiring you to occasionally leverage a well-timed reload to keep it active, is a balanced set of skills, not one that needs addressing. Furthermore, let's think about the other uses for the ammo funnel skill. Pairing it with the double barrel shotgun allows you to essentially chain fire for as long as you wanted, granted you were actually hitting your shots and taking out enemies. So the old ammo funnel let you fundamentally change the way a weapon could be used to make it more fun and interesting, but the new ammo funnel grants you, at best, a 2% faster reload speed, considering you can only hit 2 shots with the double barrel shotgun before you'll have to reload. Now, I have nothing against the new skill itself. I think rewarding accuracy with an increased reload speed is nice, but I don't like that it comes at the cost of such a valuable skill, as ammo funnel was. Pulling back the curtain a bit, I've been working on a video for a little while now that I was going to title something along the lines of 5 builds that make Payday 3 fun. I'm not personally a fan of build videos, but one of the biggest complaints about Payday 3 is the lack of build variety. So I thought I'd put my spin on the tried and tested format of build videos and showcase a handful of builds that change up the way you play the game in such a way that the novelty and practicality go hand in hand enough to be entertaining to use at the very least. But the rework of this skill breaks at least 3 out of those 5 builds, and I don't mean it changes how they play, they just won't function. So in an effort to slightly nerf one of the more powerful skills in the game, Starbreeze have unintentionally completely neutered a handful of builds. Now, where do we go from here? Well, you see, I'd like Starbreeze to acknowledge the widespread dissatisfaction within the community about this upcoming change, and frankly, I think it would earn them some much needed brownie points if they decided to hold their hands up and say, we hear you, we won't make the change. But honestly, holding out hope for that straddles the line between wishful thinking and a coping mechanism. The 2 skills being introduced to make up for the ammo funnel changes are Headhunter, where as long as you have edge and are aiming down sights, headshots will restore 1 ammo to your weapon's magazine with a 1.5 second cooldown, as well as Locked and Loaded, where as long as you have edge, ammo pickups for your unequipped weapons are added directly to those weapons' magazines. There's not really much I have to say about these skills other than they're heavily watered down versions of some of the benefits you'd get from ammo funnel and replenish as they currently are. All of these changes are coming in the next update, at least for now. I'm really hoping that Starbreeze goes back on this change and decides against rolling it out, but only time will tell. As always, let's keep the conversation going in the comments section down below. Let me know your thoughts on these upcoming changes, and while you're down there, consider clicking that subscribe button. Just as a quick aside before we talk about our next topic for this video, if I sound off or there's echo in the background of this or something with the audio sounds a little bit funny, I'm currently in the middle of moving house, so I'm currently recording the audio for this on a significantly more scuffed setup than my already quite scuffed setup. So if anything does sound just slightly off, don't worry, you're not going mad, and it will hopefully be sorted by the next video. Next up, Almir confirmed on stream this week, and don't worry, he's not said anything nearly as controversial as he did last time, that the next free heist will be releasing in August, so we're now less than a month away from more free content. And from an article posted to the Gateway Report website, we've been given reason to believe that this might be a diamond store. And remember, it was confirmed a little while ago that this next free heist probably won't be a legacy heist, so it's going to be a brand new diamond store. And speaking of brand new content, the syntax error compensation items have finally made their way into the game. I think all of the cosmetics look great, and the genteel cut has quickly become a personal favorite of mine. Click the video on screen now if you need a refresher of what compensation items you'll be getting whether you own the syntax error DLC on its own or through the gold or silver editions, and I'll see you in the next video.